one and then we'll move down. All right, so each of these is 48 by 50, and they've got American Skylights, which doesn't even exist any longer. I think Deluxe probably bought this company out. They might be doing some custom stuff, but we've got 2 layers of the acrylic dome skylight. They do have 2 layers in them. Some of them on these old ones. However, these ones are just single pane and tinted. And this one and that one are the 2 that broke. So single layer one, we got one, then we can, put our finger through here and here. So we can get these custom made by Deluxe. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4th one. We'll have these custom made. We can just replace the broken ones. They may also want to go ahead and replace these that are 2 layers, just because they're cloudy, you can't see out of them. So maybe we'll ask them about that. The actual curbs of all of these, this is all welded and steel, so the curbs are, for the most part, are good. It's just going to be the skylight lids. We do have a ballasted roof, and there is starting to get some green moss growing. So if that gets high enough, you can kind of see where water's capillary actioning, and I can fit my fingers back in there, so water can start to build up back there. If this moss comes up high enough to connect, that'll stay wetter, and we'll definitely start to get surface tension and climb back up there. A piece of moss that gets up to there will start to get back underneath there. So a little bit of maintenance. Don't love ballasted roofs. We don't do them anymore, but it's kind of, instead of gluing the product down, you throw rocks on it, but you have issues like this where you get some natural growth. But if it's not leaking, then it's good. I'm okay with it. The curb itself, 0.032 gauge metal. It's super thick. It's all welded, so that's also good. No need to touch that. And then we did have a little bit of a leak along this wall transition. Not a skylight. These skylights are all right. It's in this trough. So a couple things. It has been caulked, but there is a tiny little gap right there. So this trough does hold water. Water getting in back in behind there, which if it hits on this wall anywhere and it has to choose on top of or behind, it's going behind every time. We got a little crack on the wall over here. The fasteners aren't caulked. A little bit of a transition between the Z flashing and this trough. So we'll get in here and inspect a little bit further, see if we can figure out and pinpoint exactly where that leak's coming from, and then it's just skylight replacement after that.